It is Monday and we have got an entire weekend's worth of Celebrity Big Brother house action to discuss. So let's remind you, there are 4 housemates up for eviction. They are, let me get this right, Cami Lee.
Bitch, please, I ain't got time for that.
Katie Hopkins.
Enough! Enough!
Nadia.
I am not a performing bloody bear.
No, and Patsy.
Peace and love.
Peace and love. So, who's going to go?
Patsy!
You spoke first, so let's go to you.
Patsy's gonna go.
Why?
I think people are a bit worried about her. As in, she's a bit crazy, isn't she? It's like a bit manic.
She's not crazy.
She's just running around like...
We've checked her out. She's not crazy. She might be manic.
Bit on edge.
Bit on edge.
Yeah. I think, it seems like she's on the edge of a nervous breakdown or something. She's all shaky and hiding her face. And I think, I don't want to see
she's peace and love, isn't she?
I know. I don't want to see her break down.
She's not arguments and drama and Perez and Hopkins and her.
She wants a happy house, that's why. She's bored of all this, rubbish that's coming out of, Cami Lee's mouth.
Who do you think
I think Cami Lee needs to just go. She's just
think Cami Lee
boring me.
needs to go?
I'm so bored of her. Her and Callum, it's a joke.
No.
Joke.
Big man in a blue shirt.
It's got to be Patsy or Nadia. Between them, they drain so much energy from the house. I'm surprised the lights haven't gone off. They are literally...
A happy house is a boring house.
Oh, you can have happiness and not be boring.
Yeah, not all the time.
No, I know, but...
Peace and love, it'd just be boring.
But a little bit of peace and love makes it like, well, at least somebody is happy. Oh, go on.
Katie Hopkins needs to go because she disguises her vulgarity with intellect, and what I like about Patsy, and Nadia is they've got a really nice moral centre gravity. Patsy, we need more people like Patsy.
Bit of calm.
More.
Bit of calm. The numbers you need to vote are on their way a little bit later on in the show. Now, tonight, we have got Friday's evictee, Alicia, with us. Alicia. I thought she was going to be doing the splits with a banana, but she was apparently breakdancing with a banana instead. Also tonight, who really wants to leave, and is anyone hiding their true feelings about being put up for eviction? While psychologist Emma Kenny is going to be deep in analysis. Emma, can you tell us anything yet?
Well, all I can say is that the reactions to people being nominated tell us a lot more about how they're really feeling than they might be saying.
Emma, where are you? Because I have never been in that room you're in before.
I'm in my strange stalking room where I'm keeping track of all of these people.
Hey, where is it?
When the show's not running, it's where they keep me.
Oh, OK. For the whole week until you come back again.
Absolutely.
We lock you in.
Sometimes too.
OK, Emma, thank you very much. You'll be revealing much more shortly. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm missing them already. Are you missing them? Yeah. Should we have an exclusive? Yes. Here we go.
Oh my God, their brains are not going like this. The fun has begun.
But he's home now with you.
Or he's watching from behind the thing in a different room.
Do you reckon?
Uh-oh. Is that a rumble from Callum? He's good, because he nearly rumbled Katie Hopkins in the beginning as well. Listen, Perez is going to be going back into the house during tomorrow night's live show. We can tell you that. But there's a big question. Would you like him eternally nominated, meaning that he'll be up for every eviction, or would you like him to have a pass to the final? That's what they think, but what do you think? Finally, you said it's all a fix. Now it's in your hands. All you have to do is vote in the online poll. Have your say. Eternally nominated or pass to the final. It's totally up to you. Right, we'll have more Perez news later on in the show. I'm going to go over here because it's time to get stuck in. Let's welcome tonight's panel. It's Towie's Danielle Armstrong, the very funny Matt Richardson, and the ever fruity Alicia Duval. dog and
Oh,
you just
soz.
bumped me instead.
I realised how scruffy do I look compared to these two girls? Like, it is ridiculous.
Yeah,
I look like
I
I'm
did
on
think
work
that.
experience.
How unattractive do you look as well next to these two girls?
Sorry, how what?
How unattractive do you look as well next to these two girls?
Oh, he doesn't.
I think you'll find, Emma,
But
I'm
you're
an
a weird
acquired
crush.
taste.
You are Heat Magazine's weird crush.
Yeah, I won it last year. Been renommed. Vote for me. Because
I
Jake
think
Wood's winning at the
everybody
moment.
should
I can't have
vote
that
for
going
Matt
down.
Richardson, I really do. So let's talk about Perez. There is an online poll. What is going to happen to him? That is up to the general public. Should he be eternally nominated or should he have a pass to the final? Matt, what do you think?
I think he should have a pass to the final now, only because last time I came on as well, I thought Perez was probably one of the worst things of all time ever.
Right.
And then now he's in the room, I think he's really good. When he's by himself, like, it's like blogging, isn't it? Like, he's good when he's in his own bedroom saying nasty things about people. It's just when he's in the general public, he's awful. So now he's by himself, I actually think he's quite cool and he should go all the way to the final.
Danielle, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think that without him, I think it's like someone said, it's with a happy house is a boring house. It's so true. I think without him, I think it would be so dull. As much as he would frustrate me, and I don't know how you lived with him for that long, I still think he would be a massive miss if he didn't.
Danielle? Danielle was just on. Alicia, sorry.
Well, you know how I feel. I'm Team Perez all the way. He is so entertaining. That show would not be the same if it wasn't for Perez.
Now, this sounds like we've rigged the panel because you've all said Perez. Anybody think he should be eternally nominated?
Yes. Yeah. Because, well, let's be honest, passes to the final haven't quite worked out as some people wanted in the past.
What are you talking about?
And I just think that whether he's eternally nominated or he gets a pass to the final, that guy is going nowhere. He will be in the final regardless. And I just think the pass to the final.
Why though? If he's eternally nominated, why is he definitely going to be in the final?
Because he's halfway between sort of comedian and lunatic. People don't know what to do. So, you know, they're going to keep him in the house just to see what he does next. I mean, he's absolutely insane.
And if he is in the final, doesn't mean he's going to win.
He's- I
Because
don't-
that is, again, up to you lot to vote for whoever
I think,
wins.
I think one of the Katies probably to win, but I still see Perez in the final.
Anybody else want Perez to have eternal eviction? Oh, wow.
I only do because I think it was so funny when he's naked and he's got that fur thing over him. If he does that every time, that would just be great.
If we asked this question a week ago, it would have been very different, I think, because it was very anti-Perez. What's changed?
Yeah.
You're making me run all the way up the back tonight.
Yeah, the witches are making the Ogle look a bit better now because.
Who are the witches?
Well, Michelle, Katie, and Cammy.
Oh.
How can you leave Nadia out of a list of witches?
Are you serious? She's the positive
No, actually, Nadia has helped Perez because all her moaning and everything has just taken the focus off him.
She took him away from everyone else.
Well, let's just take her away, get her out.
She seems to have had a jolly good time tonight, though, doesn't she? When he's out of the house, she's like, "Whoa, hey, party time!" Okay, in his own words, Perez pisses fun when he goes to the bathroom. I wouldn't generally say that, and I don't know why I stood like that. Do you think, Danielle, if he goes, what will happen to the house?
I don't think they'd have anything else to talk about. It seems like even with him leaving, all they're doing is talking about him. So it's whether, I just think it would be completely boring. I think he needs to definitely stand down. I can't wait to see him go back in. I can't wait to see their faces, their reactions.
Matt, you are, you're a comedian.
Sometimes,
you're
when
a
it goes well.
stand-up comedian. When you go to the bathroom, what comes out?
Do you really want to know the answer?
Is it fun or is it funny or what is it?
It can be funny. Like, I did Shark 3 days ago, if that's any help. I had to get rid of my pants in public. There you go. That's what comes out.
How do you think the house will react when he goes back in?
I think they'll act like they're really happy because they can't tell him what they actually think about him to his face.
But
he
he's
knows,
seen it.
But they'll click that he's seen everything, so then they'll be like really trying to get any ground back with him, surely.
Alicia, what do you think? You've been in there, you know what they all genuinely think of him. They do, apart from the little exclusive we've seen of Callum, who may have twigged, or I don't know whether he's just kind of guessing out loud or just theorising. Is that a word? Oh, good. Apparently, I just heard my yes, I got it right. Now I've forgotten what I was asking you.
So what would their reaction be?
Do you think that they will genuinely be happy or genuinely unhappy?
I think they will be gutted. There's a lot of egos in that house, and they're thinking, great, it can now be Cammie's the first one in the diary room saying, yeah, I think there's going to be still drama and stuff, because she's thinking, we can turn it to a Cammie show. And I think they're all thinking, great, I get my TV time now. Because, when we're in the house, I was quite content to be a Perez extra, an extra in the Perez show, but I think there was a lot of people in there that were gutted that he was there because they wanted to turn it into their show. So I think when he walks back in, they will be gutted because they will think, no, it's a Perez show again.
Okay, let's talk eviction night. We have 4 nominees. Cammie Lee, Katie, Nadia and Patsy. They're all up tomorrow night. Danielle, do you think the right people are up?
Yeah, 100%. I think Patsy, she's such a sweet girl, but I just think she's like losing her marbles. Like I'm watching her, I'm thinking, this girl is literally on the verge of a breakdown. It's like, I just want to get her out myself. I feel so sorry for her.
She's done full cast.
We were saying when we was watching, I was like...
I disagree with that. She's a clever girl. I know there's a side to her that we haven't seen yet. And she's strong. She goes into her own little space. She calls it meditation, whatever, peace and love and everything. But she is strong, and there is another side that we haven't seen yet. So I would be really gutted if Patsy comes out.
She does seem to be quite calm. The house does seem to mess with her zen, doesn't it?
Well, she has she survived 4 marriages with very exciting men, is a good word.
Yeah.
Very political answer.
You don't get that by sitting on the side and not having a personality. That girl's got a big personality. Yeah. I'd love
we
to see...
haven't seen it. That's the weirdest thing. It's just like, it's been what? How many days has it been now? 12?
That's why I want to keep it in.
Like, are we day 20? Is it 20 today? Or
Obviously a bit behind.
Because
But
day 20.
I just feel like she's had 20 days. I'm from me thinking 12. But I do think she has had time to show her personality, and she hasn't. She looks like she's losing the plot.
Lights on, no one's home.
100%.
No,
Blinkers. Blinkers, like deer in the... What's the saying?
Deer in a headlight. It's not like a deer in a headlights. You can just see her counting the money, going, one more day till my tax bill gets paid.
Matt, who do you think will go tomorrow?
I think Patsy will go. Because it's vote to save, and I think because there's 3 big personalities, bigger personalities up against her. People will vote to save them because they've got more sort of active fan bases, whereas I think she hasn't done enough to gain those people, so I think she'll go because she might be slightly forgotten.
Danielle?
100% agree. That's it. I said that.
Cammie Lee, I'm praying Cammie Lee will go.
Audience, general public.
No.
Nadia. You think Nadia will go? Why?
Because I think Perez would be a lot better if Nadia was gone. He'd be more active.
More active?
Yeah, more active.
Can Perez get any more active?
I think he'd be a lot better. He'd be more fun if he's by himself, and I think he'd be much more of a terror.
Okay, anyone else? Cammie Lee, why?
Because she's just so rude. Like, she can just stop swearing and just use some normal language, because it'd be so much funnier. Because I'm sure she'd come up with something so much funnier than just swearing all the time.
She has quite a fine physique, though.
She does, but it's blocked by this. It's blocked
What
by
a
this.
gent! What a gent! It doesn't matter about physique, it's blocked by the language. I love that. After the break, there's no more time,
I love that.
there's no more space, and there are no excuses, because that's just for astronauts, honey. That is one of my favourite quotes, actually, of the series. I thought it was really funny. We've got the latest news and gossip from the house. And Matthew.
Yes, Emma.
Would you like to go to the camera runs?
Do I have to say yes, because otherwise it ruins the show?
No, you can
I'm
say
happy
no.
to go, yes,
you
of
can say
course
no,
I'll
we'll
go.
send someone else.
Oh, no, I'll go.
If you don't want to go,
I need to work.
don't
I can't
come
do
back
it.
again
Come on.
next time. We're paying
Put me
you
up there, mate. Put me up
there. He's going to go up there. You're going to do some reporting?
Yeah.
Are you able to do that?
Yeah.
Are you going to be funny?
I'll try.
Off the cuff?
Yeah.
OK, off you go. All
right, cool.
Why not? It's like Annika Rice challenged Matt.
2.5 ciders, mate. 2.5 ciders.
Go! We'll see you after the break. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Right. I think it's about time we found out what those housemates have been up to with some news. It's Monday, the 26th of January 2015, and here are your top stories. Tension rose in the bedroom when Katie Price confronted Cammie Lee.
What was that about me?
No.
No.
I thought you said something about me.
No, she said. I said.
Paranoia right there.
I said.
No, because I saw the way she looked at me when I walked out the door.
No, she was looking at me. I said, "How are you?" And she gave me a look of not so happy.
Because if there's something to say to me, Cammy, say it, because I can feel you're being off with me.
No, I'm fine.
You're not?
I'm fine. I'm
off
off with everyone. I'm off with everyone.
I know, but I'm just saying you don't judge things until you know things.
No, I'm off with everyone. Don't worry.
Okay, I'm just saying if you've got a problem with me, say it to my face, not behind my back, because I don't work like that.
I don't have a problem with you.
Okay, that's all right then.
Did you see the look when she left the bedroom? Like that. Don't mess with the pricey. Right, should we go over to tonight's gossip correspondent, Matt Richardson? Now, are you in the camera runs by Perez's secret task room?
Yes, I am.
Is he still in his pants?
He's still in his pants. He's wearing a towel on his head, a towel over his shoulders. He has gone full Ted Bundy on us. As you can see, he's all the fruit he's got in the room. He was practicing juggling with some apples earlier, but now he's pinned it all to the walls and taken down all the photos. And the photos are in the back corner where he's put toothpaste on all of their eyes and mouths, apart from Cheggers, Nadia and Katie, who he's drawn on hearts and smiley faces. And earlier, he also had Nadia's photo covered in daisies, and he's written his own name in grapes, because that isn't creepy at all, is it? He's
Grapes.
lost it. He's lost the plot. Like,
Grapes? Are there chocolate buttons there as well?
I don't know if I cannot confirm if they're chocolate buttons. He may have just pooed on the floor. We don't know. He's gone mad.
I'd really eat some chocolate buttons right now.
It
but
looks like
not-
it smells in there.
Not those ones. Thank you, Matt. Up next, Nadia cracks in the diary room over a question about a magic wand.
If you could borrow Katie Price's magic wand, what would your 3 wishes be and why?
I would wish I can't believe it, and I wasn't going to cry again. I would wish for us all to have some sort of contact from our children and our...
I just wish they'd all get along, just for 2 days, or maybe 3 days. Peace and love, everyone. Right, let's go back over to Matt, because I think, if I'm right, he's at a different window. Where are you, Matt?
I'm currently at the living room, and Nadia and Keith are sat having a chat. I don't know what about, we can't quite hear it. But earlier on, Nadia and Michelle were talking about how their husbands like their eggs poached and with salmon, if anyone was interested. There you go. And also
Is that an innuendo?
No, that's just how people like eggs, Emma. Not everything I say is dirty. Don't be an idiot, right? And also, Nadia made a lemon drizzle cake. That's what's happened today. So very kind of like middle class way to deal with your day, with poached eggs and salmon and lemon drizzle cake.
She's made lemon drizzle in the house?
Yeah.
Can you try and get a piece, because it's my favourite
I can
cake?
try. It's very tidy, actually. I'm quite surprised at how clean the house is
What,
compared to
have
Perez's.
you seen the bedroom?
Well, no, I've seen Perez's bedroom, and that thing is weird. But out in here is really nice.
Okay, I don't know.
Patsy's
I don't
just
know
joined.
if you're going to go to the bedroom window next, because I think we're going to come back to you again in a minute. But the bedroom is the telltale sign. That's
Okay.
normally the messiest.
Fair enough, like a
See
teenage
what you
boy.
can find, and we'll come back to you in a sec.
All right, will do. See you in a sec.
And our final piece of news: the thought of being evicted is still weighing heavy on Cammie's mind.
Who knows who's going tomorrow? Honestly, it's annoying.
You're not loving it, are you?
Nope.
We're honest. And I think that's a good way to be, actually. I honestly think that it's much better to do what you're doing, which is go, this is bollocks, I might be going tomorrow, I don't want to go.
I mean, to me, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
In the sense of...
You could go, you might stay.
Yeah, no. As in, like, if I leave, it's good because they didn't want me in here and I'll see my family.
Yeah.
But obviously, I'd like to stay because I'd like to be here to the end.
Yeah.
I don't think... look, who knows? I think it'd be either me or Nadia. And would be
You
heaven.
never know, but the problem is,
That
I
would be
think, it's up to the point of knowing. It's a bit of a pain in the arse.
But, you know, we know the ones that want to be here. At the end of the day, we've got to remember it's a game.
It is a game, but it's not 50-50, is it? 25-100, right? Because there's 4 of them facing eviction. Now, I am not a mathematician, quite clearly, but I think that's correct. Right, let's go back up to Matt. See what what's it called? Mirror? No, window is next.
Hello, we didn't make it to the bedroom. We've come round by where the kitchen is, where Cammy Lee and Callum are sat chatting at the moment. We can't hear them, obviously.
Yeah.
I imagine Cammy Lee is being a weapons-grade bellend, as usual. Cami has been talking about how worried she is when she gets around London once she's been evicted, which will hopefully be very soon. And Callum spent 6 minutes combing his hair earlier. I suppose it is new, so you want to get the most out of it.
Matt, you're so naughty.
Yeah, but
You
someone's got to be, haven't
really
they? I'm the new Katie Hopkins.
Matt, thank you. Matt Richardson, everyone. And that was tonight's news. Coming up, who's really desperate to go home and who is in it to win it? Psychologist Emma Kenny is going to be revealing some very interesting findings. But first, it's eviction day tomorrow, and here are the numbers you need to save your faith. This week, Cami Lee, Katie Hopkins, Nadia and Patsy all face the public vote. Who stays? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 24 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. From a mobile, call 6 44 24 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. For Cami Lee, add 04. For Katie Hopkins, add 07. For Nadia, add 12. For Patsy, add 13. Mobile and BT landline votes cost 50p. Other landlines may vary. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in Tuesday's eviction show. If you're watching on Catch Up after that, please don't vote. Votes cast after the lines close won't count. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side. It's time now to get inside the minds of our housemates, and here to do that is psychologist Emma Kenny. Right, OK, so quite a lot this series, we have heard housemates talking about how much they want to leave.
Sure.
So let's first of all remind ourselves of who said it and when.
I swear on my dead father's grave, I would be thrilled to go home tonight in place of whomever is evicted.
Well, we all would.
All of us
would. We'd be batting each other to get to the bloody door.
I'm
trying to get out
I'm
for
giving,
3 hours and they
I'm
won't
letting
let
everybody
me.
know so they really believe me.
I want to go home. It's as simple as that. But I'm here. I've got to make the most of it every day. I'm just treating it like a prison sentence.
You believe me, don't you?
Yeah, no, I do believe you.
I want to go home.
I know you do.
I'm just, this has just been intolerable.
I swear on my son's life, I want to get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
So, who really wants to go? Does anybody genuinely want to leave?
Patsy, I think, is at that point now where she wants to get out. I mean, don't get me wrong, if any of them felt that they were in line to win, the chances are they wouldn't be wanting to leave. But I think that Nadia and Patsy are both tossing up that they don't really think they're in the running. And because of that, the desire to be with the families and to escape is why they're choosing to say that they want to go. Perez, no, I don't believe Perez really wants to go at all. I think he wants to stay.
They're pretty harsh words then, aren't they? You know, I swear on the life of... I swear
the grave, unfortunately, his dead father.
Dead father and of my son.
Yeah.
So,
I think he's very passionate in the moment.
So you think he believes it when he says it?
I think his desire to come across as authentic and so that everybody believes him, he doesn't feel believed. So by using those really emotive words, it makes people go, oh, actually, maybe he is serious about this. But I think really Perez wants to be in it to win it.
Who else wants to be in it to win it?
Oh, Katie
All
Hopkins. Katie Hopkins wants to win. Michelle wants to win. And the reality is you'd have to be crazy to be in there and to stay in there and not feel that there was a hope that you could win. Because it says something about the British public loving you. It's about affirmation. So at the end of the day, I think it's really a braver position to go, you know what, I really want to win this. And somebody like Michelle is very clear about that.
Michelle hasn't made any secret about it, though, has she? She said, I'm in here. I want to be here for the long haul. I want to be in here till the end. I don't think we've heard Katie talk about it, have we? Have we heard Katie say that she wants to be there till the end or win it?
Katie's far too clever and capable of manipulation. Of course she's not going to say she wants to win it. She knows that the British public like a bit of humility and sense of humour. That's what gets us. So it's almost better to just be popular enough to remain and then to fight it out in that last time when they get to the voting stage.
OK, we've seen the reveal of nominations tonight.
Yeah.
Let's talk about their reactions to hearing those nominations.
Put it together on here so you can see that the reactions that are happening just blow me away. I mean, you've got Katie looking uncomfortable, Nadia, everybody's feeling a little bit uncomfortable at this moment in time, and then we get the moment when these are revealed.
Katie Hopkins.
No reaction. I mean, for somebody who's so opinionated, that's really interesting. Patsy becomes 11, starts throwing herself around, and then Nadia has no option. Nadia has to act this way because she feels compelled to do so by Patsy.
And Cami didn't really do very much either, did she?
No, what Cami did was a seething moment. It's that recognition of betrayal. So she, again, is somebody who, in that moment, feels shocked, but also angered.
Everybody nominated Patsy.
Everybody did.
How do you... I mean, you just said that she reacted like an 11-year-old with so much joy.
Enthusiasm.
She does genuinely seem to want to leave, doesn't she? And genuinely happy that she might be leaving.
Yeah, if you look at this now, Patsy's kind of wanting to comfort Cami Lee, but also at the same time is trying to validate everybody making the choice. So she's actually going to thank people. Here we go. She actually goes to Michelle and Katie and says, thank you. Really, you've been a bit hideous and voted for me, but that makes me happy because it's what I want. Owning your rejection makes you feel in control of it.
How do you think she's coping outside of this?
Well, just looking at this now, this whole charade, this is not a happy moment. To be found out that you're unpopular is not happy, and all three of them are going to be struggling. But in the moment, it's about trying to create a defence and say to everybody, you know what, I'm completely cool with this, let's draw the positives.
Right.
But actually, they'll be hurt. And I think later on, you actually saw that you see Patsy kind of go a little bit more withdrawn, a little bit more inside herself. And I think because that's how it is, when you realise that people might not like you, it doesn't matter how brave, bold and just desperate you are to get out, it's uncomfortable.
Patsy went quieter, slightly withdrawn, as you said.
Yeah.
Cami, quite the opposite.
I hate everybody.
What did you think to her reaction of the aftermath?
I mean, Cami pretends initially that she's cool with it, but she isn't. She feels that somebody's been duplicitous, she feels that somebody's betrayed her, and she wants people on side. She wants people to know that she knows who it is. And that's what she's trying to do here, to goad other people into siding with her. She's acting like a really rebellious child.
Katie Price obviously nominated her, and then Perez gave the killer blow, which he seemed quite happy about.
Perez was thrilled.
Are there positive sides to Perez?
Oh, I definitely think that everybody has positive sides. And the thing about Perez is when you see him in his moments of quiet and his moments of engagement with certain people, like with Nadia, you see real loyalty, you see real empathy, and you see that he's quite articulate at describing the way that he feels and the reasons behind it. So, yeah, I think he's got great points. I think he's really entertaining, frustrating and a little bit annoying at times, but certainly engaging.
Quite frustrating, yes. Right, let's take a look. Let's talk about someone other than Perez, because a lot of the show's been about him tonight. Michelle and the two Katies. Let's take a look at them first.
So she said in the end, Callum is the least entertaining.
Yeah. So that's the conversation that we will have today, I suspect, at some point.
Right. Or I just don't want to talk about my fucking personal life like she does over and over and over and over.
Well, there we are. I mean, that's where I was with... Who was
I keep
with
some of my
last
shit
night?
private. I've heard Kieran's name 37,000 fucking times since she's been in this house.
It was with Checker.
See that shit kicking off real quick.
This is what I say to you. Let's make a pact from this day on for you not to talk about your exes and just talk about you.
Okay. Thank
Sound
you,
good?
man, for picking up my clothes.
Yeah.
I quite like listening about exes.
I know, but I
I
think
know.
she's talked about them enough. You've said all there is to say, quite honestly, and then some. So at this point on, if somebody has to say, you know what, I talked about it, I'm done. And just talk about you.
Katie Price seems to not kind of know what to do. Is Michelle looking out for her? What's happening there?
I think that's really awkward to watch because you've got Katie Hopkins actually loading that gun. She's basically causing a situation where it appears that Katie Price has been saying negative things about Callum, and that wasn't the case. And then Michelle uses that as a form of authority to go and advise Katie Price. But the problem is that actually Katie Price's life right now is about her husband. It is about her relationship, and nobody should censor that because the reality is that for Katie, it's important. And the problem is Michelle's so powerful. She's an amazing woman. She's really articulate. And Katie Price knows from having watched her outside that she's taken seriously by the British public. So therefore, when she comes out with a statement like, don't talk about that. That's loaded, and it means that Katie Price is going to feel like she can't talk about it, and that's kind of unfair.
Do you think Katie Price will listen? It's so weird that we have to call them Kate Price and Kate Hopkins.
I know,
It just gets
it's
confusing.
really difficult,
though.
yeah. I think that Katie Price will listen for a period of time, but I think that she's an amazingly powerful woman, and in time she'll find her voice again. And I would really hope that, because nobody has a right to censor what you say. That's what Big Brother's all about, saying how you feel.
Wow. As Katie Hopkins lives by.
Yeah,
Say what you
apparently,
think.
apparently.
Say what you think.
Yeah.
Okay, Bradley on Twitter has asked, is Katie Hopkins and Michelle's friendship real, or is it more of an alliance?
I think initially they'll say it's real. I think it's actually an alliance. It works really well. They're both quite strong women. Michelle uses Katie for her humour, and Katie Hopkins uses Michelle for her protection. But I think afterwards there will be a disparity. They'll probably spend a bit of time liking each other. Katie Hopkins will say something inappropriate and Michelle will back off, because Michelle really wants the British public to like her, and we do.
What other kind of relationships or pairings are you seeing in the house?
I've seen an interesting one develop with Keith and Cav. Bit of an angry father with a very annoying child in that situation. So I think that they've got a few issues, but it kind of comes from that paternal and son area. Also, Cammy Lee with everybody is an interesting relationship, because she has such clear beliefs of what people should act like. And yet she does the absolute opposite in the relationships she has with people in the house. And I'm really interested to think about how Callum's going to come across now. Because what I saw was that Callum's got a temper, and I kind of would like to see more of him being less on the fence and more involved.
He does stay very calm,
He really
doesn't
does.
he? He kind of lets it all go, and he tries to kind of breathe it out. And then I'll have a moment of just go, oh, okay, it's out. There you go, Callum. It's out. And it's almost like he has his release, and then he just moves on and gets on with it again.
Absolutely. I mean, the one person in there who is completely stable and completely capable of just dealing with it all is Keith. I mean, he just stays completely neutral, sees things how they are, likes people whether other people like them or otherwise. You know, he is somebody that's really interesting to watch.
And that's okay, isn't it?
It's brilliant.
It's okay to not have an opinion on every single thing.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, one of the big areas that I think I've seen in the past week of growth is watching Nadia and her loyalty, because I think that people kind of get her wrong at times. I think if I was in a situation, I would really like her on my side.
Emma, thank you.
Pleasure.
Emma Kenny, everybody. Okay, after the break, I'm going to be getting stuck into the housemates using a very high-tech, brand new, specially developed system to help randomly select the issues that you want discussed. This bag and these balls. Oh yeah, come back after the ads.
It's the Perez Show. It's the Perez Show. Hey!
Oh yes, welcome back to, as he likes to call it, the Perez Show. As if we haven't seen enough of him already. Would you like to see a bit more? Here's an exclusive.
Can you do your best impression of a bird for 2 minutes?
2 minutes, bloody hell. Okay, so. Are you ready? Will that do?
No, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Big Brother needs another minute and a half.
Okay, I'm going to change birds, I think, because chicken noises are quite...
Just be yourself.
Long.
Just be yourself.
Hold on.
Just be yourself now. Just be yourself.
Big Brother's an arsehole. Does Big Brother know? Big Brother's an arsehole.
Yes, I know.
Are we done yet?
Imagine what she would say if she knew her head was that close to his crotch. She would not be happy. Now, there is so much to talk about, so I would like to play a game of Big Brother's balls. Matt, Danielle, Alicia and Emma, in this bag are a selection of balls. Written on each ball is a topic for discussion, some suggested by the lovely people on Twitter. So who would first like to dip their hand in my ball bag? I'm going to go to this lady because she is fit. There you go.
Callum for Cammy.
Callum for Cammy. Would you like to keep my ball?
Yeah.
Wonderful news. Okay, so Emma, are they friends? Is there something going on?
Oh, I think that Cammy really fancies Callum. And I think that if they could have a romance, that would happen. But I think that Callum's backed off recently. I think he's realised that he's probably not coming across as somebody that you'd want to hang around with if you've got a girlfriend on the outside. So I think that he's realised he's got to back off. But Cammy is totally into Callum.
Okay, so you think she'd be up for it, but he wouldn't be?
Absolutely, like a shot.
Alicia, you said yourself he's easy on the eye.
He's easy on the eye, yeah, and I think I agree. Cammy is, she would definitely, and I think we've seen it. She's laying it on a plate.
On a plate.
But yeah, he's not interested because he has got someone on the outside.
Right.
And I think he knows that he will ruin a bigger picture if he goes there with her. And he's not that into it. It's because that becomes your world. Actually, she's the best there is in that world. But would he look at her in the outside world? Never.
What do you lot think of the whole Callum and Cammy situation?
Just as much. He's into it just as much as she is.
And that's coming from a man's point of view.
No.
Why do you
She's
think
nice,
he's
isn't
into
it?
it?
Bit of eye candy, he's there by himself. He's
Do you
a boy,
think it's
he's a
flirting,
male.
or is it like proper?
I think it's just a bit of flirting. It's just a bit of flirting,
Just a
like
bit of
bit of banner.
Harmless
Bit of banner.
banter.
Yeah, a bit of banner.
I think they both need the flirting. They're both very sexual people, and you know they're very flirty naturally. So I think they're using each other for that need.
Can you feel the sexual tension in there between
Oh,
them?
yeah, I mean, obviously, like you said, familiarity breeds that kind of connection. But what you've definitely seen is that Cammy's personality is getting a little bit more explosive, and I think that Callum's like, actually, I just think she's a bit too hot to
It's
handle.
too much.
She might look
She
nice,
wants
but
bits of desperation.
all the guys.
Callum, like, he's like, I'm not bothered, like, because he's kind of gone in there and he's a reformed man. He's not the man that I assumed Callum Best was. Now he's
Right.
I'm quite impressed at what a nice bloke he is. And she, like, can't handle that a bloke hasn't gone, I will have you right now.
it is. It's that
So she's like basically going, just take them now, please. And he's like, back up, mate.
I would
It's
literally
awful.
have a breakdown. If James was in there and she was doing that, I would be I'd be screaming, go get me through that gate now, I'm killer. I'd be like, bitch, you get off my man. I'd be going mental.
So you wouldn't be very happy at the way she's acting?
I'd go mental if that was if I was Callum's
that's what I
girlfriend,
said.
although I don't know who
I'd be
Callum's
so
girlfriend is. It's
upset.
like the mystery girlfriend. If anyone
I
knows,
know.
please let me know,
Me.
tweet me. But I do, I would go insane, 100%.
But when I was in there, I can confirm all the guys were really horny. They were getting sexually frustrated. And
It's 'cause half of the girls had their
You just got to do a Lee Ryan, put the tap on, otherwise sort yourself out. Easy.
Half of the girls had
I
their
am
tits
also
out.
getting a bit frustrated. Who wants to cup my balls? Did you say yes? Yes. Oh, good. What you got?
Perez's pants.
Oh, Perez is pants. You can keep that one. That's a little treat on me. So, Charlie on Twitter wants to know, why is Perez always walking around in his pants in the middle of winter? Alicia, you have lived there with him. What is it about his pants that he loves so much?
So as you know, Perez is thinking he's making a TV show. He thinks it's all about him. So he's obviously going to put his pants on because A, he knows visually it makes good TV, and B, it annoys the rest of the house. So that's an obvious choice, isn't it?
Does it make good TV, Perez in his pants? No. Let's go let me see.
I don't want to see that. I'd rather see Callum in his pants.
I think you and the rest of the female nation who are watching. Matt, do you walk around like that at home?
What do you think, Emma?
I think you do.
Of course I do. Because sometimes I just like show off my 12-year-old boy's body. And go, hey guys, this is what it looks like.
Does it really matter? Cammy Lee is in a bikini all the time.
Yeah.
And Perez is in his... Well, yeah, but you would say that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, obviously.
So surely fair's fair.
Yeah, I think you know what? If he's an exhibitionist, that's why he's in there. He's happy to bear all, so he doesn't seem to be doing that much harm.
It's just when he does the exercise and the running around. I don't mind him just standing in their pants, but no man should be in pants and lunge or squat.
Preach.
Thank you. No. That would not happen in Essex in a million years.
Does anybody want to tickle my bag next? See how I've come up with all these puns just before?
Great.
Go on, dig deep.
There's a lot of balls in there.
There are a lot of balls. Oh. Hopkins versus Hilton. This is. Oh, sorry. Keep the ball. Lost and walk away. I've got too much to carry. So, Katie Hopkins and Perez, there genuinely seems to be no sign of letting up. Some are saying, Emma, that they're actually quite similar.
Oh yeah, I completely can see the fact that both of them are absolutely determined to win. Both of them want to have an opinion by the public that becomes positive, and both of them are equally as loud and extreme in different ways as each other. The difference is, though, that Katie's got a few more people on side because she doesn't come across quite as loud and annoying as Perez may do. But I think that the interesting bit is he's miles less dangerous.
Alicia, how do you feel about these two now that you're out of the house and maybe having watched it from the other side?
Well, I stand by Perez because he's always been, what you see is what you get with him. He's never been two-faced behind my back.
He got most voted two-faced, though.
But he's not, though. He really, to me, he's loyal and trustworthy. And he is annoying, but he's entertaining. And when you've got no TV, no phone, it's, you know what? I loved watching him. I loved hanging around with him because he made the day go faster.
He's not criticising people's parenting skills or being a real aggressive character towards people and being bitchy behind people's backs. You know, no matter how frustrating and annoying he is, he doesn't sit there and essentially break people down into pieces.
For me, he wasn't harming anybody else, whereas Katie, her harsh words, harmed entire members of society.
Absolutely.
Danielle, Team Hopkins or Team Hilton?
Team Hopkins.
Yeah. Why?
Oh, I think she's brilliant. I've got to be honest, I'm probably one of those that wasn't sure, and I think, like you guys said, and she has got an opinion, but as soon as she's gone in the house, I do think she's hilarious. I think sometimes maybe her comments are a bit too near the mark. She could take it back a little bit, but I just think she's hilarious. And I do think most things she says is what people probably would say, but haven't got the bottle to say it. And I just think with Perez, he's just literally one attention-seeking, annoying person.
Matt, Hopkins or Hilton?
Basically.
It's like picking a punch or a kick. How would you like to die? I'd probably pick, you know what, I'd pick Katie Hopkins just because, like, and I know this is controversial, like, I once met her on this show, and she was really charming and lovely, like, and very polite to my face. Like, God knows what she said about me behind my back, but I would rather she said it behind my back, because then I don't hear it and I'm happy. But I don't like people saying shit to my face. That makes me sad, and that's what Perez would do. So that's why.
But that's what she does as well.
No, but she doesn't. Like,
she picks on the weakest
She picks on the weakest person, but also she makes sure
them.
it gets back to them through other people.
She does do that.
Back to this, they're both as bad as each other.
Yeah.
Really.
Exactly the same
So
person.
you are the audience. Get your paddles. Let's have a vote. Hilton or Hopkins? No, I have to count. I have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Put Perez down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 for Hopkins.
Yes, come on,
Slightly more Team Hopkins. However, it's a slightly more evenly balanced than it was last week. It was very anti-Perez last week.
We've still time.
Have you all had fun with my ball bag? Please put your hands together for Matt, Danielle, Alicia and Emma Kelly. And also for yourselves, because you've been amazing. Thank you. That's all for tonight. Thanks to all of my guests, as I said, and our fabulous audience. Rylan is back tomorrow with the third evictee. Chloe Goodman and Barry from EastEnders, a.k.a. Sean Williamson, is going to be in this studio. Good night, everyone. Good night, Nadia.